All right, guys, it finally happened. After a lot of years of picking up a little silver here, a little silver there, to the best of my knowledge, I've never been taken until very recently. So let me give you a couple little quick tips on silver and some things to look out for. And the mistake that I made, I was aware at the time that I potentially was making a mistake, but I want to share it with you so that you are warned. Forewarned is forearmed, right? So here we go. Like I said, recently I was taken. Essentially, I wound up purchasing a couple silver fakes, and it was a classic situation where somebody who was a friend sent me a link to somebody that allegedly a company that allegedly was going out of business, and so they were liquidating some stuff, and the price was pretty good. It wasn't too good to be true, but it was a whole lot better than it could have, should have been. So the bottom line is I looked at it and I thought, all right, we'll take a shot. We'll take a shot and pick up a couple ounces. I wasn't looking for any kind of a big take, just to see what would happen. So essentially, it was a website that was going out of business, and I did not do a background check on it because shortly after I got that, or shortly after I ordered mine, or ordered what I got, another friend on this community discussion board threw up a red flag and said, "Hey, it looks like there's some trouble with this particular website, this particular vendor." And so even before I received product, I went down to the bank and I said, "I think I dealt with a fraud. I think I need to check on this." And they said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Well, I'm not 100% sure. I probably, but we'll see." So I did not reverse the charges on the transaction that I made yet. I will actually go do that here shortly. At the time, I wasn't 100% sure, so I stepped back. So let me show you a little bit about what we got. I've got another camera here. I'm going to put this up for you. The website, I guess this is coming from somewhere in Kentucky, okay? But the website itself, I don't recall exactly where it was. I received a package like this, and what I purchased was they were selling 2003 or 2023 allegedly American Eagles silver rounds for roughly half price, or half of what you would pay for on the market. Silver had taken a little bit of a dip at the time that I did this, and so they were, you could get essentially 2 for 1 or BOGOs, which is an awfully good deal, okay? Assuming they're real, right? I had not seen something like this in the past, but I thought, well, okay, so I'll get 5 of them at about $20 a piece is about what I paid for them, and only drop $100 in and see what happens, okay? So I received a package that looks like this right here, and in the package were 5 rounds. Now, as soon as I opened these up, I was concerned because it's got what looks like Chinese writing on it right here. You see, I can hold that up close enough to the camera to be able to get a look at. The rounds themselves, I'm going to open one up here because as soon as I came inside, I already knew that I was suspicious at the time that I had received these, and I decided that I would check them as soon as I got them. I don't normally go through silver when I look like this, but I also usually buy from reputable sources. And this is what was there, okay? I flipped it over and like this. So all of that looks pretty good. It's in a container, I guess, or little holder. I guess they hope that or assume you're not going to open it. But I immediately opened it. I was interested. Now, I always carry, or almost always carry, a walking eagle, an American eagle, in my pocket. I do this for several reasons. One, it helps to educate other people on the value of silver. It keeps it real for me, such that I have lost one or two of these over the years, and losing it reminds me that it is something that I will eventually lose. It will go away, moth and rust, etc. The point being that while this is very valuable, it's not so valuable that I want it to become an idol to me. Okay, but this is a real one. This is the one that I determined was fake. So first thing I did was I took a magnet. Now, I have, from when I was in the funeral business a long time ago, a pacemaker magnet for shutting down pacemakers. It's a big, heavy magnet, and a magnet will not stick to real silver. Okay, right? You can't do it. Oh, well, there you see which the fake is, because it immediately snatched it up. All of these have at least some iron or iron in them, because you can see immediately the magnet picks it right up. Okay, but I decided I would also check weight. Now, the proper weight for this is about 31 grams, and I double checked that. Okay, 31 grams. This right here outside of the package, and I'll take one out of the packaging, because ultimately what I'm probably going to do is see if I could turn these over, since they appear to be not just a fake but a counterfeiting issue. I'm probably going to try to turn them over to a federal agency or somebody that can go, not just I'll get my money back of $100 or so, but these right here, they're just a shade undersized. They might be a millimeter or a millimeter and a half less diameter, and the thickness, they're actually a shade thicker. If you can see that right there, the thickness is very slightly, this right here's the fake, thickness is very slightly thicker, and this is so I'm not even sure what the alloy is. It doesn't sound, this sounds like silver. This sounds similar, a little bit on the dull side. And it specifically says on it, 1 ounce fine silver. So that's straight up false advertising. And it says $1 United States of America. So this is a counterfeiting fake. Probably a Chinese deal. Certainly it looks like Chinese writing straight on the package. And it's a 2023. But these are things to be aware of, things to watch out for, particularly as the world gets a little bit crazier and people start looking for other means of trading and taking care of money and that sort of thing. Might pay to keep a magnet, and I'll probably actually start carrying a much smaller magnet if we get in a situation where we're handling silver on a regular basis. I will go with a much smaller magnet that I probably just keep stuck to the side of my pistol or something of that sort, so it's always with me. You can just stick it on the side of the slide, and that way it's always with me, and I will be able to use it for testing. I do not have a gold or silver test kit, though. If the feds don't want this and they just take the report and pictures and what have you, I will at that point probably maybe take a file to a couple of these. I want to play with it and see what else I can learn from it to know better for educating myself and anyone else. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, because you do need to be aware and you need to watch out. And the way that I was taken was I thought I was getting a good deal, and that should have thrown up a red flag right from the jump, and it didn't. Or not to the degree that it should have. It was something I was mildly concerned about, but I didn't. I thought I'd take a risk. I'm not a gambling person, so generally speaking, I only risk I only risked $100 because I'm not much for gambling. I like a sure thing, which y'all see in my handling of scripture. I'm going to do something and make sure that I know what I'm talking about before I jump out there with something that is way outside of the norm. But even so, the real one will fit inside of these holders, but there's the fake. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that, show y'all a little bit about, will it fit? Nope, see, that won't fit in there. It won't quite drop inside there. Otherwise, I would save those holders. I may have other coins that can go in the holders, and I'll save the holders. But the coins themselves are not worth anything, or it's not worth much unless I can find out what the alloy is. Maybe smelting them and separating the alloy, there might be something of value in there, but I doubt it. It's probably a good little bit of alchemy. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there real quick, separating the real from the fake. And this right here happens to be the real. And I'll continue to keep that in my pocket, the rest of these. Fair warning, forewarned is forearmed. I hope the same does not happen to some of you. But just keep that keep that in the background for anything that you are doing with regards to silver. Be aware of that. All right, guys, so that's all I've got for you today. I just want to drop out a quick warning, a little education, something that might help you out. This right here, a magnet, when you're dealing with that, is one way, one of multiple ways to identify a fake. And in this case, you know, obviously they were shipped to me, so I couldn't check them at the shop where they were being sold, and I'll have to make some amends from there. So all right, good stuff. For King and Kingdom, I bid you shalom.